Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Deep Space Carrier. We are continuing in our, what's the word for it? The departure preparations, whatever it is you want to, the departure workup, to get our carrier ready to go. I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and put the shipyard in there, the Pioneer supplies in there. I'm basically going to put most of the modules in there at this point, outside of like the redemption. So I don't know. We'll check it out and see. But I've decided I'd rather just have those things available, and then because we can't put them in later when we leave, and we also can't change things later. And I'd rather have it. We make enough money that I should be able to pay for all of those things from the exobiology stuff that we're going to be doing, especially since we're going to have our Vista Genomics with us to sell things as we go. So ideally, you know, I make videos every day. We'll be exploring just about every day. We should be making a lot of money every day. So realistically, we should be able to do that. However, I don't want to spend all of my money that I have right now. I have 619 million credits left after purchasing my fleet carrier, buying all of the stuff for the fleet carrier. And to purchase the... before we get too far into the video, I would like to ask you to help us to reach our next major channel milestone of 10,000 subscribers by clicking the subscribe button. That number doesn't go up unless you actually press the button, so be sure to go ahead and do that. Like the video to help it spread out to other people so that they can subscribe as well. And when you're done watching this video, be sure to head over to the channel itself and check out the 1,500 plus other videos that are available, organized in a nice, neat little playlist for your convenience. So that's my public service announcement, or my personal service announcement for the day. So I'm 250 million credits just to install it, and then another 6.5 million credits to keep it running. But if we start running into problems, I can always suspend it, and that'll significantly reduce the cost of that. Definitely want. I'm gonna do the outfitting too, I guess, so that people can switch out their stuff, I guess, if they need to, and then. Obviously, the last part of that is the Pioneer supplies, which is another 250. So I need 750 million credits to buy this stuff, and I don't really want to leave here with only a little bit of credits left, because that's just going to kind of suck. So today, we're going to take our cutter out to do some trading. I did pull up Inara, pulled up a trade route that's supposed to make us, you know, upwards of 90 million credits in an hour, which, you know, isn't a crazy amount of money, but we need to start making a little bit more so we can afford to pay for this stuff that we want to do. So that's what we're going to spend our time doing today. Let's go ahead and get ourselves out of the carrier and on our way to the destination station, which is 2 jumps away, and the jump distance between the system we're working, the two stations that we're working to, is less than 10 light years, so it should be relatively quick to be able to just do this and get it done.
Departure authorized.
Okay. A couple of messages here. Okay, friend, I'll check out that friend request offline. I don't want to share anybody's personal information. Oh. Ready to drink all my coffee. I'm not feeling very good today, so if I seem a little sluggish, I think that may have been why I was so irritated yesterday. I woke up today and I just wasn't feeling very good, and I spent my entire 5 hours of work today that I do to be here where we are. I spent the entire time just really struggling to get through it because I just feeling tired and my throat felt a little bit sore and just ugh. So I laid down after I finished my shift for about an hour, just so I could, you know, try to get a little bit of energy going to do my recordings, because I don't want to skip a day. But if I fall off a little bit, or if I seem a little bit kind of that's why I think I'm coming down with something. I don't generally get like sick. It's very rare that I'm actually sick, but every once in a while, every few months or so, I'll feel like I'm fighting off something. I have a really good immune system, so I'm able to fight things off really well without having to worry about it too much. I'm pretty sure I had the big CV thing from a couple of years ago. You know, I don't want to say it because I don't want the algorithm to lock onto my video and start paying attention to it. But I'm pretty sure I had it and didn't even know that that's what it was because I'm able to fight disease off really well. We are looking for Pearson Station, so let's get rid of that to make it easier to find. Oh, and unfortunately, I don't think I got. Did I get the? I did. Okay, I wasn't sure if I got the super cruise thing or not. I wasn't sure if I got the overdrive or not, but we did. That's going to make this go much faster. It's going to make this go much faster. So basically what we're doing is we're just moving water purifiers from Pearson Station here in Wolf 363 over to Ehrlich Enterprise over in 63 Kai Leonis. We're technically supposed to move Palladium back the other direction, but it's only, according to this, it only has a supply of like 1. So this trip is mostly just about moving water purifiers from in one direction. So the trip going back is almost always going to be just running back empty. But ideally, we're going to make almost 40 million credits per trip that we make. So if we can get efficient with this, I'm not going to keep you guys here for the entire time. We'll do the 20 minutes. I'll jabber at you for the amount of time that I typically do a video. But that's going to be the gameplay here, just running back and forth between these two stations and trying to make as much money as we can, so I can reasonably afford to install those new modules. I could install a couple of them now already, but I don't want to leave here with only like 100 million credits or something stupid like that. I'd like to have a nice buffer in the carrier bank account to make sure that we're able to pay for everything just in case.
Request approved. Make your way to landing pad 2-4.
Oops. Overdid that. I forget how heavy these are. And we're empty right now, so yeah, that was I overdid that a little bit. We'll put it in the blue zone, so we have. So if you're not super familiar with the game, the ships will slide around, but if you put it in the blue zone for the throttle there, it'll basically remove most of the sliding around.
Preparing for precision approach. Use of docking computer has been approved.
I do have the auto dock module for this just because it makes landing this thing much easier. I don't like waiting for the auto dock process outside of the station because, like everything else that they do that gives you a convenience in this game, they went out of their way to make it take as long as freaking possible for it to work. So it benefits you to actually manually fly your ship into the station, but it is reasonably fast about orienting you to the landing pad and then getting you down and landing and all of that stuff. So I'll generally fly manually until I get through the slot, then I'll zero out the throttle and move on for that. So we are looking for water purifiers. Okay. Buy all of those. And then we are heading back to Ehrlich Enterprises in Kai Leonis. Go. And all we have to do is fly over there, sell it off, and ideally, if this information is correct, problem is that this information can be old sometimes, and by the time you get to it, the money that you could have been making is not necessarily there anymore, so it's better than trying to wing it yourself.
Ship restraints disengaged. Allow for oncoming
But,
traffic in the access corridor.
Not exactly. Probably should disable the auto launch option for this. The launching for this thing isn't necessarily too difficult, and I mostly just need it for the landing. Okay, cool. So yeah, we hop into the system, go land, sell off all our stuff, and we'll see how much money we make. I keep forgetting I don't have any coffee in there. It's extra hot today too. Like it's 90 here in San Diego, which is really hot for here. Let me see what the temperature says right now. 89, but still. For this area, 89 is really hot. We're not used to being in 89. Now I grew up in the Charleston, South Carolina area where it's 90 plus degrees every day in the summer with all the humidity. So I know that, it's not nearly that. Are you serious? I wish it would have told me that. I really wish it would have told me that that's how far away it was. It's a good thing we had the... I wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have the Super Cruise Overdrive. Let's see how long it takes us to actually do... Well, yeah, it's going to take us forever because the heat goes up so fast. Yeah, we're not going to be able to... Oh my God. But why didn't it tell me that that's how far away it was? So now I gotta... We're going to have to, like... And yeah, it takes forever for it to reset. Oh, I can't control it either. Yeah, we're gonna have to find a different route because this is not gonna do it. This is not gonna do it. No. No. So yeah, 9 light years is great, but 155,000 light seconds every trip. That's gonna no. That's not going to happen. It's going to take us forever to get this done, having to do it this way. Fortunately, I'm stuck doing this one. I'm going to have to do some repair. We're going to lose a little bit of money having to do some repairs when we get there, because I'm having to overheat it to have a decent amount of time on with the engine there, so... Yeah. Unfortunately, I thought I could have swore these told you how far away they were. Oh, it does. It's a little tiny number in between the name of the station and the 2 legs that you're supposed to do. I didn't see it there. Okay, well, now I know. Yeah, fuel too. That'll be a problem. That'll be a serious problem. All right, yeah. So this is definitely... I'm going to have to find something else. Man, all of them want Ehrlich Enterprises, too. All right, well, let's sort this by... let's see. Does it have an option? Oh, any station distance. Let's say no more than, say, 20,000 light seconds. See if we can find something that's a little better. And then I do want to organize that by, yeah, that's best profit per hour. So supposedly we can do Lee Station and Rutan Terminal. 21 million per trip, but the 93 million per hour. We'll see about that. We're definitely not doing this one. This is a little bit unreasonable. This is a little bit unreasonable. I mean, I guess it didn't really take us that long to get here. Imagine if we had to do this with the regular frame shift drive. That would suck. That would suck hard. That would suck real bad. But yeah, we're definitely not doing this because it's too much of a pain in the butt. Get our request for docking in. What's up here?
Ushmeyer, Golf Uniform, November. Federal Site Control welcomes you. Please submit a docking request before entering the station.
Much as I'd love to boost around the station here.
Authorized. Assigned to landing pad 39er.
Can I? Jeez. I'm way too heavy to do any kind of real maneuvering. I'm like a full cargo hold, everything.
Scan detected.
All right, sorry guys, you're not going to get your water purifiers because
Prep for landing.
this is a little much. All right, let it auto dock for me.
Clear for automated approach vectoring.
Landing gear deployed.
We'll sell off all of our stuff, see how much money we actually made. It's gonna suck if I don't make the 40 million it told me I was gonna make. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, 43,000 credits worth of damage just flying over here.
Contact. Ship secured.
Commodities market. Sell off our stuff. Please, oh please, let me make money. So we're gonna make... How much profit are we making? Total income. One 750,000 credits of profit. See, this is the part that bugs me, because the information over here from the website, the Inara website, tells me that I should be making, you know, well, I mean, I guess, let me update it to, what is my actual inventory space? 688. I mean, I had 720. Oh, man. It tells me, like, an example I have here is, let's see, the actual moneymaker part is insulating membranes from Lee Station to Rutan Terminal, 20 million profit per trip, right? But we're not going to make that because it's never, it just never works that way. Let me do this by just best profit. Or sort it by just best profit and see if maybe that's better. Okay. Oh, that's really far away. 3 jumps isn't bad. So we could do... we need to do Rutile from Werner to Ganza. That would be the trip. The stations are right. The longest station is about 1,200 light seconds, and the route distance is 63 light years. So that would be 2 jumps, I would imagine. Is there anything that's just a jump? Let's see. What is my current max jump distance? 47. So we'll set it at 40 for the route. That way we can just have 1 jump in between, hopefully. So we could get 20 million. I'm just going to drop it down to about... oh, wait, hold on. Here's one for 89. All right, well, let's try that one. Let's try this one for 89, 54, and 977. And the actual purchase thing is going to be over here at Rutan. We're going to be moving insulating membrane. Wait, hold on. We're going to be moving Bertrandite. Oh no, insulating 260. I got to find something that has a decent supply though. That's the problem. So the moneymaker. It's just... Oh, the demand is really high in a lot of places, but the supply just is not. Let's do max price 1 day out. Minimum supply. I can't do that because it's only going to... Oh, this is super frustrating. Because we can move 6... like, there's one here that they have a supply of 3,300 units, according to 6 hours ago. Which we could do 4 or 5 trips out of that. Which would give us... I mean, I guess we can just do that. I really just... I miss the Elite Dangerous... I miss EDDB. I really miss EDDB. I was able to do really cool, fun routes with that one. That's too far away. I'm not trying to do that many jumps to get there. So this one's about the same. Ugh, everything's so far freaking away. All right. It's like without the Inara the Inara option is I've never had good luck with the Inara option for the trade part of this. I always used EDDB because I was able to do a couple of different things. I was able to set routes that went back and forth. I was able to set like A to B routes where I said I want to start here and I don't want to visit the same station twice. Take me on a circle around or whatever. It offered a lot better options, and the information that it provided was a lot better. And I actually made the money it told me I was going to make. Not once have I ever made the money that Inara told me I was going to make. Not one single time in the several times that I've tried to use this thing. So, as much as I'd love to do this with trading, it's just not. I'm not going to waste my time hoping that we find what we're looking for. And actually finding one where it tells me that where we're actually going to make the money that it says we're going to make. A tool is useless if it doesn't actually provide you with the results that it says it's going to provide you with, and Inara just never had. I mean, sometimes, like if I'm just looking for bodies and things like that, but any trade-related stuff, it never, not once, has it ever given me good information on stuff I can buy and sell and where I can sell it. The amount of money I make is always like a fraction of what it says I'm supposed to make. It's just always the way it's been for me. I don't know if I'm just using the site wrong. I can't imagine though. I mean, the star system that I'm starting from, my cargo capacity, the route distance, max price age of 1 day. I need a large landing pad. I don't want the station that we're going to be any more than 20,000 light seconds. Supply and demand, whatever it says, and order by best profit per hour. I don't want to use surface stations either because landing on planets takes forever. And when I do that search, it tells me I should have all of these options that are going to make me, 20 million, 30 million per trip, and then I sell my stuff and I make about 1 million credits. That's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. So, sorry for wasting your guys' time today. I thought we were going to do some decent trading with our awesome cutter, but the tool that I know how to use and the tool that has worked for me in the past is no longer available because the person who was running it just couldn't keep running it anymore. And I understand that, but it really, really sucks. It really, really sucks. It was the best tool, at least as far as I'm concerned, for trading that's been available for the game, and it sucks that it went away. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get ourselves landed back at the carrier. I don't want you guys to miss out on the docking process. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't really make any money today. So I guess I'm gonna have to do this the other way and take one of my exploration ships out and do the billionaire's pathway or whatever it's called, and go make the money that way. Just kind of is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. I didn't really. I wanted to be able to use my cutter one last time as the transport ship that it is before we headed out into the black and didn't really have any more options for that. I guess if we're ever near another station that would allow us to just go buy our tritium that we need rather than having to mine it, then we'll maybe head over there, load it up with tritium, and fill up our reserves and stuff. But I don't know. Okay, let's get ourselves over to the carrier. We'll land. Excuse me. That's that not feeling well coming in on there. Get ourselves. Oh, the only problem. It kind of sucks that there's so many carriers. It kind of sucks that I haven't been able to move the carrier because there's so many in the system that I have to go through a long list to find it. I'm really looking forward to getting it out of this system and then, you know, being in a place where we're the only fleet carrier there and it's easy to find it. Fortunately, my understanding is that the bookmark for it will move, so whenever we move the fleet carrier, the bookmark for it will also move with it. So when we're out in the black... Are you serious? This is one of the few ships that I should be able to just... and I should just be able to do that. So I should be able to do the quick drop without even having to do anything. It's almost never a problem. So thank you again, game, for wasting our time. Appreciate that. Alright, let's get ourselves dropped out of here. Are you going to drop me in this time, or are you going to fling me past again? I am going to repeat something that I said for the video that I removed. I strongly disagree with the thought process of basic task requiring you to get good. When it comes to combat or mining or anything that should be inherently skill-based, okay, reasonable thing to say. Flying from one place to another should be something that the ship is just able to do. Realistically, like, barring any kind of meta thing for like, you know, trying to prevent people from botting or, you know, auto-flying, and, like, I know they don't want people just AFK shipping and stuff. Fine. No autopilot, no full-on autopilot. But everything else about flying, make the manual flying process as streamlined as it can be for the person flying. And don't make us figure out how to streamline it, just make it streamlined. The ship should be able to do that for you. And I disagree with any, like, not a single person here is ever going to come up with any kind of a reason that will convince me that basic flying of the ship should be something that you have to get good at. It just, these ships are way too advanced for that to be a reasonable argument. The only reason you say that is because you have a bias towards the attitude of the developer where they just want everything to arbitrarily require skill. And I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that philosophy. In my opinion, that is a stupid philosophy. Anything that's competitive in nature, sure. You should make it in a way that requires people to have skill to do it. Flying around from one place to another, you're just wasting our time. That's all it is. It's not making anything better. You're just wasting people's time. And time is the most valuable resource that we all have. And I really wish the developer would respect it a little more. But I'm not the only person who says that. There's a million other people out there who talk about how the developer, how FDev just gives zero craps about your time. So it is what it is. Anyways, enough of that. We're going to go ahead and close this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me flounder around and not make any money, but it is what it is. Be sure to click the like button to spread the video out. Help us reach 10,000 subscribers by clicking the subscribe button. Channel members get early access to videos among other perks, so click the join button, check out the options there, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button if you would like to contribute to the channel. So again, thank you very much for watching this episode of Elite Dangerous. Be sure to come back for the next episode, and I'll see you then.